Craig, a 3-1 victory here at Prescot Cables in the FA Trophy. First of all, what were your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, I think it was a scrappy performance from us. I think first 20 minutes, I think we went out, we got out of the traps really well. First 20 minutes couldn't keep the ball off us. I thought we played some really good football from back to front really in keeping the ball and patterns of play and overloads, and obviously we've gone 2-0 up in that period. I think probably the goals have probably been more harmful than anything really to us, because I know it sounds daft, but we kind of just took the foot off the gas a little bit and allowed them into the game, and I think they might have taken one or two passes maybe too many, and just causing themselves some problems. So I was glad to get in the half time really 2-0 and just kind of realign the lads to stick to a game plan really. But I think the second half scrappy, chances either side. Obviously Seb's pulled off a worldie from them, and then obviously Big Uses took his chance at the end. So pleased with the win, pleased more with the win that we're doing the ugly side of the game, and when we need to do the ugly side of the game, we're doing it well, doing it really well, not just individuals but as a team. So it was pleasing from that front today to come away with 3-1 win when we've done the ugly side it well.
Yeah, focusing on that little period where we were succumbed to their pressure, how much of a benefit do you think that'll be on your side, especially after how dominant we have been in fixtures?
I think it's a massive help. I think a massive help because you've got experienced heads in there as well that know how to slow the game down, organise, talk to each other, give people kind of bollockings in the right way. People are receptive to it. So and it's good to see really. It's good to see, but then not just as a team effort, but it's kind of good from individual side of things. Again, using Seb as an example, or magnificent today in the one series had to do is a worldie and coming for crosses and coming and getting the high ball. But things like that are helping us out massively this year, and defensively organising when we have to dig in and defend well when the other team has an array of attacks, then we're doing it.
Focusing on what we do best as well, and talk about the offensive side. Just the manner of the 3 goals. Obviously Hughes' neat little touch to get it over that crowd of bodies, Wild's finish into the bottom corner, and then the endeavour showed by Hughes to get on the end of Valo's cross at the end. Just how good were the goals today?
They're all 3 were goals. I think the first one, I think probably a lot of praise has to go to Vaughan really. He's got clattered and managed to get the ball back in the right areas for Hughes, and he sticks out these probably big size 18 boots and flicks over the goalie. So but he's being in the right place at the right times, it's an art really, and he's done that twice. And the second goal is a great combination down the left hand side. Again, Josh Wild, we brought him in to be nice and solid from the left back perspective, and at the minute he can't stop scoring. But great finish again, and the work that him and Luke Cole did, his combinations down there with interlinks involving Terry as well were great for the second. And then the third goal, obviously great ball in from Valo and Yuzi, flying header at the top. And I think once you start putting it with, you look at Yuzi or Big Jim, if you put balls in the right areas in the 6-yard box, the size of them and the power they've got, there's no one stopping them. And so a good overall combination of the goals, and pleasing really. And again, it's another 3 goals on the board away from home. So if we keep scoring 3s and 4s away and home, then we're going to take some stopping.
Yeah, Josh Wild was one player that I wanted to ask you about. Obviously he's got his 2 goals under his belt, one today, one against Lincoln, showing the forward side to his play, but obviously we saw the defensive side on Tuesday night. Just how vital has he been since obviously coming back from that injury? He's
a massive player for us, absolutely massive, and he's not just an outstanding player here. He probably goes unnoticed a little bit in what he does, but he done from me. He's probably been one of the best signings we've made this season. And he's a standout performer. He's so consistent in both ways, going forward and back. Very rarely gets done defensively, and obviously going forward, he's got a good eye for goal, but not just that. He's got absolutely unbelievable delivery when he needs to, fill the ball in the box. So for me, he's been a fantastic signing. But most importantly, he's a proper good human being, and it's another good body we've got inside the changing room. That's a winner, but a good kid as well.
Another signing that's been sort of, maybe it might have gone unnoticed, but he seems to be everywhere, Sam Wedgbury. Again, another flawless display. What are your thoughts on him?
Same again, absolutely unreal human being, and unbelievable for the changing room. I met him a vice captain in there for a reason, but he's a leader, he's a proper leader, he's a proper captain in that sense, and he drives people on, he pulls people into where they need to be. And then you talk about his gameplay, he's constantly on first balls, second balls, and picking balls up, which allows everyone else to do their bit. From a defensive point of view, is allowing the forwards and the flair players to do their bit and have confidence that behind him he's going to protect them, and he does it so well.
How pleasing is it to see the momentum building, obviously, through in the FA Trophy now?
Yeah, it's good. We're in the next round, and obviously we'll see you with draw next week. Another cup game to add to the backlog of fixtures. If obviously it is becoming a problem a little bit with the backlog of fixtures, but I suppose that's the only negative of what we've got to do and deal with this, and that's why we keep an extreme backlog a squad. You can see today we've mixed it up between 5 and 6 players, and we're going to have to keep doing that game by game until we get onto level footing, with the cups. But that said, we want to try and go as far as we can in the cup, and we're into the next round, and hopefully we can get a nice home draw, and let's bring it on.
Obviously we love the more and more football matches. For yourself today, the first time back in the dugout, how did it feel?
Yeah, tired, shattered. I've been riddled with kind of cold over the last couple of days as well. Obviously my immune system is pretty low, but it's a great feeling to be back in. It's great to be around the boys as well, and the management team, and just get the excitement aside of the pitch. It's not the same thing sat at home waiting for Twitter or people texting you and waiting for the scores coming. Being in the action and being around people is you can't buy it, and that's why we're in football, and that's why I love managing here, and it's great to be back alongside things on that white line.
And that's good, because we've got no time for rest. Long Eaton United on Tuesday, another away game.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts going on into that one? Obviously a little bit of an unknown entity.
Yeah, well, they're not unknown to us. We haven't watched the last couple of games, and obviously we know their strengths and weaknesses, and they're set off pretty well. So it's a strong, difficult away trip, and a difficult away trip for any side that's going to go there this year. So it's like anything, we've been on the road quite a lot, really, from the start of the season. And it's another away game that we'll get in there, give us best effort and get it out of the way. But we're looking forward to going there, looking forward to playing how we play, and hopefully we can take the game to them. And we're going there to have a positive result. The cup games have gone now. We've got to focus on the league Tuesday. It's back down to what we call our bread and butter, and we've got to come away with some points on the road.
With the victory on Tuesday night against Sheffield, obviously that brought us up to 2 points per game ratio. How important is it to keep that up there? And obviously with Stockton flying at the minute, just keep tabs on them.
Yeah, it's always an old saying for me. I don't really, the league will take care of itself. It's game by game. Keep racking up the points. Stockton still, you got many difficult games to play, much as we have, and the points will start. The league will start taking shape once you've got the end of November coming into December. Then you'll know exactly where you are, how much you got to put the foot down on the pedal, or what you've got to try and navigate yourself around. So at the minute it's game by game. Let's keep sticking points on the board, let everyone else do their business, we do our business, and once it comes to a period where everything settles down, everyone's had the fair share of ups and downs and homes and away and difficult sides, not so difficult, let's see where we are from that point. But at the minute it's Tuesday, there's 3 points available, and that's what we're going to do.